Carnivore puts you back in the driver's seat. And what a feeling it is. That feeling of agency, that feeling of momentum is mind-blowing. And momentum compounds. And one success leads to another, to another, to another. The secret is just starting. Hello, friends. It's the Carnivore Rabbi. A rabbi is a teacher and source of inspiration. And that's what this channel provides for carnivores of all faiths. Welcome. Do you ever wonder why people tell you that they're on carnivore and that they stopped snoring, cleared up their skin, lost weight, gained energy, basically became superhuman? You've heard that before? It's mind-blowing. And guess what? It's true. It's all because of a force carnivore unleashes. This force turns linear improvements into exponential growth. What is this force? What is this superpower? It is momentum. Momentum. Picture a flywheel. It starts to turn. Then it starts gaining power. It's generating more and more, and it gets faster and faster. And that's what happens when you embrace the carnivore diet. That's what happens in your life. I saw this in my own life. About 10 days after starting carnivore, I started lifting weights again. I hadn't done that in 10 years. Then I doubled my writing output. I had always tried to write 500 words a day, and it was often a struggle. But after starting carnivore, I was writing 1,000 words a day with less stress in about the same amount of time. I started playing piano again. And these are just some of the tangible changes. The mental clarity was infinitely better. And my ability to stay calm, reflect, respond appropriately in difficult situations, incredibly better. All this from changing what I ate. Now, just the last few weeks, I got off all the remaining medications I'd been taking. And my next challenge, which I just started, is eliminating coffee. Earlier successes have given me the confidence and momentum to tackle lingering challenges and problems I would have just lived with for the rest of my life. Why does this work? And if you haven't experienced it already, which I know many of you have, how can you bring that momentum into your life? We humans are not meant to be sick and tired and self-destructive. We are designed to be healthy and happy. Whether we were created that way or evolved that way, we are designed to be healthy and happy. And carnivore returns us to our natural state. We regain some of the confidence and focus that is our birthright. You ever see how little kids don't have the fears and inhibitions that we adults do? Well, they haven't been programmed and corrupted by the world. They are closer to the original human state. And carnivore helps bring us back to that state of mind in our brains. When we can return to the natural clarity and openness of our youth, we are happier and healthier. Now, carnivore can't bring us fully there. You can't reverse time, but it can get us close, very close. Carnivore does one other thing to build momentum. It lets us prove to ourselves that we can do hard things. When you successfully get rid of virtually all the carbs and sugars from your diet, you've done something 99% of people haven't done. And you've gone against the advice of so-called experts. You've trusted yourself and your conviction. You've given yourself what psychologists call agency. In other words, you become a hero rather than a victim. So you can do so much more. This hero versus victim mentality is very important to understand. I learned about it from a writer named Donald Miller. He's got a great book called Hero on a Mission. A hero is someone who overcomes challenges in the pursuit of a higher goal. That goal could be transforming our health, feeding hungry people, raising a family, so on. The number of goals are virtually infinite. A victim is someone who blames other people for their circumstances, who doesn't take control and responsibility. Instead of trying to overcome challenges, a victim lashes out and says nothing is their responsibility. And the larger culture often encourages us and prizes people who think of themselves this way. In fact, our current health system breeds victims. They tell us it's not our responsibility to get healthy. We'll give you a pill for that. You can't control your future. You'll get pains and aches and get hunched over and lose your hearing when you get older. That's just natural. There's nothing you can do about it. It happens to everybody. Now, maybe someone else will solve the problem for you with a new pill, but you shouldn't worry about it. It's just natural. You'll suffer, you'll have pain, and we'll give you something to help you with the pain. Carnivore puts you back in the driver's seat. If you can embrace this way of eating, you can do so much more. And what a feeling it is. That feeling of agency, that feeling of momentum is mind-blowing. And momentum compounds. And one success leads to another, to another, to another. The secret is just starting. The great Chicago architect, Daniel Burnham, said in 1893, whatever you can do or dream, you can. Begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic. Yes, momentum is like magic. It creates power in you that you never knew you had. And starting, whether it's carnivore or some other hard thing, it doesn't have to be that hard. Often it just requires a simple change in mindset. As Donald Miller writes about his own life, quote, transforming from victim mindset to hero mindset starts with a question. Who could I become? Just knowing there was a possibility I could become a writer, that I could accomplish something meaningful, gave me the courage to take a risk and try. The same is true with us carnivores. Choosing to embrace this way of eating creates a momentum. Then we have the energy, both physically and spiritually, to keep going. Miller calls this heroic energy, in contrast to victim energy. When we keep the heroic energy going, and that's the energy carnivore unleashes, we create more momentum. It's not always peaches and cream and easy, but the momentum brings a new energy to help us overcome the challenges we inevitably face. As he writes, if we want to take control of our lives and bend our story toward meaning, we can surface more hero energy and less victim energy. I am grateful for this revelation because it likely saved my life and certainly saved the quality of my life. Can anyone relate to that with carnivore? What is the essence of this heroic energy? A hero wants something in life and is willing to accept challenges in order to transform into the person capable of getting what they want. When we're reading a story or watching a movie, we subconsciously want the hero to rise to the occasion. Yes. And so when we look at our own life, we should want the same thing for ourselves, to rise to the occasion, to do the hard thing. And when we are carnivore, we have the energy to do the hard thing, to rise to the occasion. It's a flywheel. It's positive momentum. And you can build that momentum. I've got a cheat sheet with 5 questions to start building momentum. I used this about 3 months ago when I started to make even bigger changes in life. You can get a copy of that sheet by clicking the link in the description or the first comment. It helps with carnivore and it helps with life. See you next time.